Sir.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We were learning journal proper. We will continue that topic. Journal proper. Is otherwise called general journal. Journal proper is otherwise called general journal. Okay. It's otherwise called as general journal. So we learned yesterday what is general journal. It is prepared for adjustments and transfer. Isn't it? You remember? It is prepared for adjustment and transfer. Many adjustments are there in
Adjustment and
accountancy.
transfer.
Yes, many adjustments are needed in accountancy. So, yesterday we learned opening entry. The rectification entry also we made. Many transfer entries will come in accountancy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And for adjustment in accountancy, that you already know. Is those who are absent in previous classes, especially for those students also, I am saying that adjustment is once again, we are using journal proper for adjustment entries. The adjustment in expense. Adjustment in expense in accountancy. What are the adjustment in expense? There are two adjustments. What are those? Anybody remember? What are that? What are those two adjustments? Expense prepaid.
Outstanding
Yes,
expense
yes.
and prepaid.
Outstanding expense.
Outstanding expense. So transfer to prepaid. Be careful. Transfer to prepaid. That we already learned. Do you remember how to transfer to prepaid? Suppose insurance premium paid is 30,000. We already accounted in insurance charges. So we have to transfer that prepaid to, we have to transfer the amount of prepaid to prepaid insurance. See example. For example, you are going to understand. Insurance, write along with me, insurance charges. Charges or premium, your wish. Paid rupees 30,000, including prepaid insurance rupees 6,000. Is accounted in insurance charges. Listen carefully. Our topic is transfer to prepaid. Insurance charges paid rupees 30,000, including prepaid insurance rupees 6,000 is accounted in insurance charges. So you have to pass adjustment entry for transfer to prepaid. Transfer to prepaid. Here, how much is a prepaid, children? It is very clearly given in the question. How much is a prepaid? 6,000, yes. So this 30,000 fully we accounted in insurance charges. So we have to transfer 6,000 from insurance charges. So what will be journal entry?
Transfer account debit, no?
Yeah.
Hold.
No. Did you write this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the accountant made a mistake. We are rectifying the mistake by transfer entries. So what the entry passed by accountant? From the question we can understand that accountant made a mistake. So the correct entry is like this. Insurance, we will already learned insurance charges or insurance premium account debit 24,000. Prepaid insurance 6th account debit 6,000. Don't write. This is for our knowledge. To bank or cash. Bank account 30,000. This is a correct journal entry. But the accountant passed it in a wrong way. The accountant forgot this. Full amount here debited in insurance. So what is
Insurance charge of
our duty? We have to reduce this. Now it is 30,000. We have to reduce to 24,000. 6,000 we have to take from here. Take 6,000 from here and put in prepaid insurance. That's all. Taking it 6,000 from here means reducing, isn't it? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
So reducing an expense. How to reduce an expense? How to decrease an expense? For increasing expense, we are debiting. For decreasing expense, we have to. What do you have to do? Increase in expense is debited in accountancy. So decrease in expense. For increasing expense,
Credited.
Yes, that's right. So the solution, the medicine is this. You have to credit insurance account, insurance charges account. Solution. Credit means to insurance charges account 6,000, and we have to keep in, or we have to transfer to prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance. So debit prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance account debit. So this is a medicine for this disease. Transfer entries are the medicines. Rectification are the disease. Once again, transfer entries are the medicines. For which disease? Mistakes. Mistakes happened is the disease. Transfer entries are the medicines, solutions, rectification. That's all. You try this. Prepaid insurance account debit to insurance. This is transferred to prepaid.
Return, sir.
Okay. This 6,000 is prepaid. What's the meaning of prepaid? Paid in advance.
Paid in advance.
For next accounting year.
Insurance, sir.
For next accounting year. That's the meaning of prepaid. Prepaid. So if somebody is asking, you should say the correct answer. You should get the appreciation. Don't say too much. It should be cute, brief, and meaningful. Prepaid in accountancy. Prepaid means paid in advance for next accounting year. அவ்வளவு பேச முடியும். அதே போதும். Paid in advance for next accounting year. What is prepaid?
Paid in advance for next accounting year.
That's very simple. So, in that sentence, one work is hidden. There is one work is pending. paid in advance for next accounting year. This year, okay, we are transferred. What you will do in the next accounting year? In the next accounting year, you have to transfer from prepaid to expense. So prepaid means paying in advance for the next accounting year. So what you will do in the next accounting year? The next accounting year you have to transfer from prepaid. I'll recall our knowledge. See, last year what we have done? Last year we transferred some amount to prepaid. 24,000 we accounted in expense. 6,000 we accounted in prepaid.
Prepaid.
Now in the next accounting year, give the heading in the next accounting year. Next accounting year, what we have to do? So imagine this 6,000 is for how many months? Very easy to understand. 24,000 is for 12 months. That means for 1 month, how much?
So 1 second, sir.
See, apply our common sense. 24,000 we paid last year for 12 months. The last year itself we paid 6,000 extra. My question, 6,000 extra for how many months? That's the
12 months, sir.
you have to show your intelligence. Once again, how many months?
12, sir.
Once again, I will tell you. 24,000
Sir,
we
for
paid.
3 months, sir.
24,000 we paid for last year. In one accounting year, how many months are there?
Sir.
In one accounting year, how many months are there?
12, sir.
12. So 24,000 was for 12 months. From that, you can understand very easily now. For 1 month, how much?
2,000, sir.
Yes, that
2,000,
simple knowledge is
sir.
enough. So it is very easy to understand. That means 6,000 is for how many months?
3 months, sir.
Yes,
3 months, sir.
that's all. That means when we started the new accounting year, what's the new accounting year, children? New accounting year starting from which date? When we learn accountancy,
First
be
April.
practical. If you are learning a code as per the book, you will not understand. Be practical when you are learning accountancy. You have to learn practical accountancy. Book will guide you. Book is a help only. It's not the complete knowledge. Okay. Accounting year start from 1st April. Suppose this event happened in 31st March 2019. 31st March 2020. So next accounting start on 1st April 2020, isn't it? Here, what is the implication? What's the effect? For the first 3 months, we will not pay insurance because we already paid in the last year.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But we have to show this in, we have to consider this. We have to show it as expense. Now it is showing us prepaid insurance. All the prepaid in accountancy, prepaid are not expense. Prepaid are asset only. So we have to convert this into expense. We have to convert this into expense. Convert this into expense means close this and close this and show it in expense. That expense is to be increased and this is to be closed. This account is having debit balance, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. To close this account, to close any account having debit balance, what we have to do? Again debiting or crediting? Account is having two sides,
Crediting.
children. Yes. To close, to kill means write on the opposite side, exact amount. To close an amount means write on the opposite side. What is opposite? This account is having debit balance. To kill this balance, to remove this balance, to delete this balance, to close this balance, what do you have to do?
Credit the balance.
Credit.
So we
Credit
got some
balance.
idea. We have to credit prepaid expense and we have to increase expense. In accountancy, to increase expense, expense is to be debited or credited?
Debited.
Debited.
So that is the knowledge you are getting as a practical accountancy. What is not in book also you are learning from SKV school. Okay. So when you are working as an accountant, you will not face any, trouble. So what's the journal entry? You have to increase expense and remove prepaid. We have to increase expense. So debit insurance charges account, right along with me. Then credit, which account?
Prepaid expense.
Expense account.
Prepaid insurance. So theoretically, we are writing like this. Practically, instead of writing debit credit, what we will do? Insurance charge account debit to prepaid insurance account. Yes. First method is theoretical presentation. This is practical presentation. Both are having same effect. So transfer to prepaid and transfer from prepaid, you should understand very clearly. I think you are confident. Now, in expense, I told you two adjustments are there. One adjustment is having two sides, just like a coin is having two sides. Expense prepaid is to be adjusted, and in the next year also some adjustment entry is there. Now, what is the other adjustment expense? One is prepaid. What is the other one?
Outstanding expense.
Outstanding expense. See, outstanding expense. So number two, outstanding. Through a small question, we can learn this. Rent for the year is rupees 18,000. Rent paid rupees 15,000. Past adjustment entry. Rent for the year is rupees 18,000. Rent paid rupees 15,000. Past adjustment entry. When you write the question, tell me.
Yes, sir, written, sir.
All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's very easy. That also we learned before. What is the journal entry? What entry passed by the accountant? Rent account debit to cash account 15,000. He missed one journal entry. What is that? That we have to do. Rent due.
Outstanding.
Rent outstanding. Outstanding means due but not paid. Due but not paid. What's the journal entry? This entry is okay. What he passed is okay. No mistake. He missed one journal entry. What is that? That we have to do. What is that?
Outstanding expense.
Outstanding expense.
Okay. What's the journal entry for that? You remember what's the journal entry? See, outstanding means we have to increase suspense.
Out.
Increase suspense, which account is to be debited?
Debit.
To increase expense. Expense account is to be
Expense.
no. To increase expense, expense account is to be debited or credited.
Debited.
That's all.
Debited, sir.
How much is the amount?
Debited, sir.
Total due வந்து 18,000. எவ்வளவு பேமெண்ட் பண்ணியாச்சு? 15,000 மட்டும் தானே.
15,000.
மீதி எவ்வளவு? 3,000. 3,000 is due but not. See, if it is paid, we are crediting in cash. If it is not paid, we will write in outstanding.
Rent outstanding.
So instead of saying rent outstanding, better to start with outstanding. The word outstanding, prepaid LMA, it should be prefix. Start with those prefix. Outstanding rent. Outstanding rent. If the word rent is not given, simply saying expense, then you can use the word outstanding expense. If it is rent, salary, repair, wages, whatever is given in the question, use rent. So here we will credit outstanding rent 3,000. See here, cash is not involved, right? In this journal entry, the word cash is not coming. The word account cash is not coming. These adjustments only. All this type of adjustment will be passed in journal proper. Do you write?
Yes, sir. Written, sir.
Then these are the adjustment in expense. What are the adjustment in income? Revenue. Two adjustments are there in revenue. And one adjustment is having two sides. That means it will be reflecting in next year also. Then what are the adjustment in revenue? For expense, prepaid, outstanding. For revenue, what are those? We have already learned.
Yes, sir.
Accrued revenue and unearned revenue.
Accrued
income.
Accrued income and unearned income.
Yes. Instead of using the word income, better to use revenue. But in some textbook, the word income is used. That is not okay. It's okay, but not that much okay. Be careful. Very. Accrued revenue. It is used as accrued income also. No problem, but it's not that much okay. Accrued revenue. We can say accrued income also, no problem. But not that much perfect. What is the journal entry for accrued revenue? See, example. Interest due. That is the example from the bank. For the year is rupees 40,000. Interest due from the bank for the year is 40,000. Interest credited in bank account rupees 36,000. Pass adjustment entry. Pass adjustment entry. Write the question and tell me. You will explain. When you write the question, tell me.
Written, sir.
Okay. What is the journal entry we have to pass for adjusting this? When rupees 36,000 is credited, what entry we already passed? We already passed the journal entry. The interest is credited in bank account. Our bank balance is increasing, isn't it? Bank account debit, we already learned it. Bank account debit to interest received account.
Received account.
We already passed 36,000. This is already happened. You don't want to pass it again. What we have to do for the amount not received, due but not received. The word accrued means due but not received. What's the meaning of accrued? Due but not received.
Due but not received.
What's the meaning of outstanding? Due but not paid. Fortunately or unfortunately, in India, in many books, accrued and outstanding are used simultaneously. It will confuse the teacher and it will confuse the students. Be careful. When you go to some standard companies, they will be following international financial reporting standard. So please take care that you are not ashamed. Knowledge is knowledge, no compromise. But unfortunately, it is found in many Indian books. Accrued and outstanding they are using without understanding the difference. So we will confuse. Anyway, keep in mind, accrued means due but not received. Outstanding means due but not paid. We cannot use interchangeable, but it is used. What to do? So instead of accrued revenue, in some textbook you may be see outstanding revenue. That word is wrong. But if you are finding that in any book, at least in your mind, you should say that. The accrued is reserved for revenue. Outstanding is reserved for expense. Okay. So this part is done by the accountant. What is to be done? For the outstanding, he didn't pass in. He didn't pass in, right? For the amount not received, accrued part. Accrued part. The income accrued is an asset. This also we learned before. Accrued interest. Accrued interest account debit to interest received account. 4,000. Okay. Accrued interest account debit to.
Yes, sir.
This is an income. Our income is increasing. Our asset is also increasing. It is asset. It is revenue. Asset is increasing. Revenue is also increasing. The next unearned income. Unearned revenue. Unearned revenue. In example, commission received rupees 50,000 in bracket, including rupees 10,000 for next year is fully accounted in commission received account. Past adjustment entry. When you write the question, tell me.
Completed, sir.
Oh, all of you?
After fully accounted in, sir.
Accounted in commission received account, short form, commission received account. Below that, you write past adjustment entry. Past adjustment entry. So 10,000 we have to take from commission received and keep in unearned income, isn't it? To take from
Yes.
Yes.
commission received. So commission received is to be decreased. So journal entry, commission received account debits to the liability to unearned income. We already learned before. Once again, I am telling. Unearned interest. Unearned commission, sorry. How much? 10,000. Once again, commission received account is debited. Unearned commission is credited. Why it is debited? To decrease revenue. To decrease revenue. Why it is credited? To increase liability.
Increase liability.
Once again, why it is debited? To decrease revenue.
Revenue.
Increase in revenue.
Credited. Debit. Okay.
Decrease
I
in
will check your
liability.
notebook in the
Increase
next
in
period.
liability.
Or I will check your notebook in the next period. Now only 1 minute. See you in the next period. 11 o'clock. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.